You got to lock in now, because the moment that separates boys from men, it's coming, bro. We gonna see who's been locked in and who hasn't been locked in. We gonna see who's focused and who hasn't been focused. We gonna see who's disciplined and who hasn't been disciplined. We're gonna see who's been taking the advice and actually applying it in their life and who hasn't been doing that, right? This is the time where boys separate themselves. This is the time where men separate themselves. The boys gonna go down one path, the men gonna go down another path. And when it comes to being a boy, we're not talking about no age, bro. I know 30-year-old boys. I know 40-year-old boys. We talking about people who is not locked in doing the things they need to do versus people who are locked in. It's a whole different demographic. It's a whole different genre. It's a whole different speed, bro. And I'm not talking about ISO speed. I'm talking about the speed of which you take your dream serious. The speed of which you start to lock in on the things you know you need to lock in on. The speed of which you actually start to apply the information in your life and start to see the changes that you want to see. Most boys, it's not going to take that leap to becoming a man, because they think a man is defined by how many women they got. They think a man is defined by how much money they got. They think being a man is defined by all the superficial things that we can't even take with us to the kingdom of heaven, bro. And if I can't take it with me to the kingdom, then why do I care about it? I'm just going to keep it real. Why do I care how people think of me? Why do I care what people do? Why do I care how people feel? One thing about me is I'm going to keep it real. That's one thing about me, bro. I'm always going to keep it real. I'm always going to keep it real. Most people don't keep it real. They lying to you. They lying to you. They telling you that you don't have to lock in. They telling you that you don't have to be purpose driven. Nah, you do, bro. There's no other way out of this matrix. There's no other way other than locking in and reaching your fullest potential. Your greatest self is on the other side of that mirror. You have to project your mind into that future and say, yeah, that's me driving that car that I finally wanted. That's me having a body that I finally wanted. You got to mental time travel into that future, and then ask yourself in the present moment, what is it going to take in order for me to actually elevate? What is it going to take in order for me to actually separate myself from the rest of these dudes that's not locked in? And it's not a competition. The truth is, it's a competition with yourself. But all I'm saying is, if you don't lock in, if you don't recognize the power that you have to change your life, then you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it, bro. You're not going to make it, bro. We lack consistency. That's why I post a video every single day. I don't expect y'all to watch every single video. Some videos hit 1 million, some videos hit 1,000. I done seen it all. Some people gonna stick through the whole journey. Some people gonna pop in and out whenever they feel like it. That's cool. But I'm picking up the camera every day to show you, when you on your purpose, it ain't about what you feel like. It's about what needs to get done. It's about what needs to get done. Cause some days I'm showing up for 1 million and some days I'm showing up for 1,000. Either way, we're here, locked in, purpose driven. That's somebody that really loves what they do. That's somebody that's actually staying true to the things that they're preaching. I'm never going to tell y'all to do something if I'm not doing it. So as a man, in order for you to separate yourself from these boys, you got to be consistent. The thing with boys is that they pop in and out. Oh, I'm locked in today, but then tomorrow they not locked in. You know? Oh, I'm on my purpose today, but then tomorrow they not on their purpose. That's on them. They got to live with those results. They got to live with those results. You determine the speed of your vehicle. Your life is your vehicle. You determine how fast you go, bro. You determine how slow you go. You determine how urgent you are. You determine if you turn that car on each and every single day to get to that destination. It's on you. It's on you. Y'all probably wondering, man, why he always in a parking garage speaking now? Because there's so many analogies we can make. Your life is like a vehicle. And if you ain't turning it on, if you ain't turning on that engine, if you're not consistent, if you're not driving towards that destination, you are not going to make it. Just spoke to one of my brothers last night. I told him straight to his face. I said, you're not going to make it if you don't start saving money, boy. And I love bro. But it's no way you working 2 jobs and you talking about you ain't saving money. You don't know where your money going. Tough love. Because I love bro. So I got to let bro know, if you don't save your money, You gonna let the spirit of the flesh take your money. Cause deep down, you know what you need to do. You know you gotta stack. You know you gotta support yourself. You know you gotta lock in. But it's your flesh. Your flesh don't know. Same thing when it comes to lust. A lot of y'all men in here dealing with lust. I told y'all to sign up for the chosen ones. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all, you just gonna keep dealing with lust because you don't know you don't know that you can't follow the flesh. You gotta follow the spirit. You gotta follow the spirit. You gotta tell the flesh no. Come on, I've been through it. That's why I'm trying to teach y'all. Sometimes you gotta deny yourself in order to win. You think boys gonna do that? No, boys never deny themselves. I want to watch Netflix. Let's turn it on. Okay, all right. All right. I want to watch Corn. Let's turn it on. Okay. It's cool. It's cool though. Cause when big bro get on his camera, and if I ain't big bro, you be quiet then. I ain't talking about you. If big bro turn on his camera and tell you that you gotta lock in, you gotta take it serious. How much people in your life telling you that you gotta lock in? I'm telling y'all what's necessary in order for you to win. Some of y'all older watching me. That's cool. Still big bro. Giving you the game, bro. We locked in. This is what we do. Okay. So boys, they not locked in. They're always going to give themselves excuses to why they don't need to lock in. They good at making excuses. Don't be like them. Don't make excuses. Be about execution. Oh, y'all ain't hear me. I said, don't make excuses. Be about execution. A lot of y'all don't want to execute. Why not? Why don't you want to execute? Don't you know that executing is the only way in order for you to actually elevate? See, if you don't put the work in, if you don't put the grind in, then you're not going to win. And a lot of times we got to get our mind right. Real talk. A lot of times we got to get our mind right in order to get our grind right so we can shine right. A lot of y'all want to shine. And I'm about to tell y'all, it's some people gonna shine, some people gonna shine. And it needs to be your time. I know you want a breakthrough. I know you're ready, but you got to be willing to go to that next stage. You got to be willing to go to that next level. Because if you don't, how much time you got to play around with, bro? You playing around with your life. You playing around with your life force. You playing around with your energy. Y'all be playing around with lust. Y'all playing around with semen retention. Y'all think it's a game. You playing around with purpose. You playing around with discipline. You're playing around with consistency. That's cool. That's cool. It's okay. Let me remind you what that does. Let me remind you what consistency can do. Let me remind you what discipline could do. It could bring you from ground zero to hero. It could bring you from you complaining about your life to you changing your life. It can make you victorious. It could take you from being a victim to being a victor. You could go from taking L's to taking W's and taking wins. But it's all up to you. It's all up to you. Boys will never invest in themselves. Come on, man. Boys will never invest in themselves. This is what's going to separate the boys from the men, from the boys. Men understand the importance of investing in themselves, of buying books, of educating themselves, of watching videos like this. If you're watching this video, the truth is you're a man. You know what you need to do. You on the right channel. It's all about execution now. It's all about accountability. It's all about getting it done. To be honest with you, a lot of times we think that we could just do it all by ourselves, but we might need a brotherhood. We might need people to help us stay locked in. If that's you, DM me on Instagram. My ad will be up here. DM me the word brotherhood. I'll see if you're a good fit for the brotherhood. If you're ready to invest in yourself and stay locked in and work with me closely. I'm working with a select group of men right now. I'm not playing around, bro. I'm getting them to the next level. We're not playing. Every single day, it's time for a breakthrough because too much people, what I noticed is too much people say they're going to do something and I tap in with them and they don't do it. They don't know that's my pet peeve though. Ooh, I hate people that's not consistent. Ooh, I don't hate, like hate. That's a strong word. I don't like that part of people, that aspect of people that's not consistent. I don't like that. I love when people are consistent because I want to see people win. And I know that the key to winning is being consistent. So it's not about how you feel, but it's about showing up and doing what you got to do each and every single day. I'm going to give y'all big game. Boys don't understand the power of the reset method. I'm going to give y'all big game. The reset method is what? The reset method is what men do. Every single 24 hours, it's a brand new day. So what I did yesterday don't matter. And what I do tomorrow don't matter. It's all about what I do today. It's the reset method. I'm back. We're back. I'm back on earth. As long as God wakes me up, we moving and grooving and shaking. We put in the work and we doing the things that we need to do each and every single day. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But you playing with that opportunity. You playing with that chance to win. This is your chance to win. This is your chance to elevate. You told yourself that you was going to lock in this year. It's the fourth quarter. I don't have much sympathy or compassion. It's time for me to let you know that you got to stay true to what you said, because that's what manhood is about. That's what honor is about. That's what respect is about. That's what integrity is about. If you don't keep the promises that you made to yourself, it don't matter what you say. It don't matter what come out your mouth. We can't trust you, and you can't trust yourself. You can't even depend on yourself, bro. You can't even depend on yourself. One thing that I can always depend on to make sure that my skin is clear is Tej Hanley. Shout out Tej Hanley, man. Shout out Tej Hanley, making sure that my skin is clear. Y'all ask me what I do for my skin. It's no filter, right? I'm not an IG model. I'm just a brother, okay? I'm just a brother, all right? I use Tej Hanley, man. It keeps my skin very, very clear. My wife loves it. You understand? I love it. It brings a certain glow, okay? All of y'all have a glow. You don't have to have acne. You don't have to have dark spots. Sometimes the best way to work on yourself is to start with your physical appearance, right? So y'all should be in the gym. Y'all should be drinking water, and you should be working on your skin, bro. You should be working on your skin. You should be developing a skincare system. And I know that that's hard for a lot of people to do. So I created one for you. With Tej Hanley, the skincare system that I use is the level 1 skincare system. All you got to do is click the first link in my bio, and it's going to be right there. And they going to ship it right to you. 40% off your first box, 20% off for life. And on top of that, you get a free gift. So stop waiting, bro. Go click that link, sign up for your Tej Hanley, and get your skincare routine, because it's time for you to elevate your life. A lot of y'all be having bumpy skin. You trying to talk to people, your skin bumpy. It's not looking good. If you want your skin to be clear, it's time for you to take control of your life. This is one way to do it. Some of y'all have to invest in yourself. Like I said, it's the men that's going to take care of their physical appearance, their mental health, their spiritual health. They're the ones that's going to elevate in life while the boys stay stuck behind. I know you don't want to be stuck behind. You feel me? First link below, man. Shout out Tej Hanley, man. Skin glowing. So you got to understand that boys is never going to take opportunity to win serious. You understand what I'm saying? Boys don't read, bro. They're not trying to educate themselves. They staying the same. They think they know everything that they need to know in order to be successful. But the truth is, successful people, we always learning and we're always educating ourselves. I don't ever think that I know it all. Even though y'all look at me as a mentor, I don't know anything, bro. I'm always learning. Glory to God, bro. I don't feel like I know everything. I don't feel like I have all the answers, but it's a lot of boys, bro. It's a lot of boys. They wouldn't even give me the time of day. They wouldn't even listen to me because they think that they know it all. And you got to let people have it. You feel what I'm saying? But don't be like that, bro. Always learn. Always keep your brain open. Always keep your mind open on opportunities for you to grow and learn and show up and be the best that you can be in this world. People don't understand the power of that. People don't understand the power of being the smartest in the room. So you quiet because you're trying to learn from other people, because you can learn from anybody. People don't understand the power of being the dumbest in the room. Because when you the dumbest in the room, then people really got something to offer you. So I don't care if you think you're the smartest in the room or the dumbest in the room. Just be in the room, be present, and get what you can get. Learn from people. Grow. Evolve. Stop complaining. You're complaining about your life, but you're not changing it because you're not educating yourself on how to further your life. Some of y'all got bad financial habits. Some of y'all not locked in. Some of y'all chasing things that you shouldn't be chasing. When you could be out here chasing your goals. When you could be out here chasing your dreams. Right? You just want to be like everybody else. You want to do what everybody else is doing. What everybody else is doing is not going to pay your bills, bro. What everybody else is doing is not going to get you up from that environment that you in and into a better one. What everybody else is doing is not going to change your mindset. What everybody else is doing is not going to help you be locked in and disciplined. That's why few people are purpose driven. That's why few people actually take their advice and change their life. That's what separates the boys from the men. It's probably 1% of real men in the world. Real talk. Real talk, bro. 1% of men that's actually going for their dreams, praying to God every single day, making time to learn and invest in themselves. You think if you was doing what everybody else is doing, that you get far in life? Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see. That's cool. Y'all too focused on being cool. Y'all too focused on being like everybody else. And you don't know that being cool is about standing out, doing your own thing. Some of y'all deserve a life of freedom. Some of y'all deserve a life where you are doing the things that you love. That's your goals and dreams. And you can operate in that each and every single day. But if you don't change your habits, if you don't change your mindset, if you don't change your behavior, nothing's going to change on the external. A lot of y'all got to change your mindset from complaining to problem solving. Y'all so good. Let me give y'all credit. This for the boys watching. Y'all so good at identifying problems. It's amazing to me. Y'all could identify problems so easy. Y'all identify problems so easy. Y'all are amazing at that. You suck at problem solving though. Right? And I'm saying this with love, bro. That's okay. It was a point in my life where I wasn't the best problem solver, but I was really good at identifying problems. But there's another point to that. Don't just identify a problem. Learn to solve it. Why you can't solve the problem? You going through a problem in your life. You and God need to come together and, okay, let's solve this. Instead, you telling everybody about your problem, but it's only you and God that can come together. Let's solve this. You got to be a problem solver. For me, whenever a problem is presented to me, I'm giving solutions. That's why people can't really be around me like that. That's why some of y'all don't click the video, because I'm giving you solutions to the problems that you need to fix, but you're so comfortable in your bad behaviors and your bad habits that you don't actually want to fix those problems. So because you don't want to fix those problems, you're not looking forward to actually finding a solution. And if you don't find a solution, you're going to stay the same. And if you stay the same, there's no growth. And if there's no growth, how can you go from boyhood to manhood? You can't. If there's no growth, how can you go from boyhood to manhood? You cannot. So I'm trying to tell y'all something, bro. I'm trying to awaken something in y'all where it's like, it got to be some fire under your behind, bro, to get to work, in order to be purpose driven, in order to be locked in order to get to this grind. In order to get to this grind, you can't care what nobody else think. You got to go out there and get it. You can't worry about complaining all day. Complaining don't solve the problem. You got to sit down and solve it. Man, if I keep doing this, then what am I going to do? If I keep battling lust, what am I going to do? Well, it is this guy on YouTube, and he do got the chosen ones where he's teaching people to break free from lust. So I might check it out, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, you just going to sit down and never know. You just never going to know. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. A person like me, that could never be me. I'm trying to learn how to make money. I'm buying books. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn how to get closer to God. I'm opening up scripture. Like, how do you want to actually form a habit, but you're not learning how to form that habit? It don't make sense. Or how you want to break free from a habit and you be doing the same thing you always doing, but you don't actually look in your life and say, okay, all right, yeah, this ain't working. I need some external help, or I need to invest in myself. How your skin bumpy? Okay. How your skin bumpy and you ain't get the 40% off T.H. Hanley, 20% off for life and a free gift? I don't understand. The answers be right in front of you, but you're not willing to invest in yourself. But you get DoorDash. Okay. Now, Malik, chill. Okay, chill, Malik. You don't gotta go that far, but you could buy NBA 2K26. Okay, chill, bro, chill. Why you saying all that to them, bro? Be kinder to them, brother. But you could be on OnlyFans. Okay, brother. This the end of the video. Okay. Hey, comment the word, okay. All right. That's okay. Y. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. If you don't want to lock in, that's okay. If you want to lock in, that's okay. It's your life, brother. I'm just your brother, man. I'm gone.